When God suddenly removes someone from your life, it's never random. It's a divine interruption, intentional and protective, because He sees what you don't, hears conversations you weren't meant to hear, and shields your spirit from hidden dangers disguised as connection, comfort, or even spiritual alignment. You may feel confused, hurt, even betrayed by heaven. But understand this: their unexpected exit might be the direct answer to a prayer you once whispered, maybe for peace, wisdom, or clarity. And God begins clearing the path by cutting off what quietly hinders your destiny, even if it once felt holy. Toxic ties rarely appear threatening. They come in the form of soft voices, spiritual counsel, even shared prayers. Yet beneath it all lies control, competition, and subtle compromise, pulling you away from your divine assignment. Remember John 15:2. Jesus said, "Every branch that bears fruit, the Father prunes, so it bears more." Sometimes, pruning means removing people, not because they're evil, but because they no longer fit the next spiritual season you're entering. They may have prayed with you, wept with you, carried you through dark nights, but that doesn't mean they're meant to walk with you into the promise. You're asking God for a bigger door, but still holding on to baggage He never approved. That's why God acts suddenly, so you don't have time to reason with disobedience. Some people are written into your story for a chapter, not the entire book. Look at Samuel and King Saul. God chose Saul, but when Saul disobeyed, God removed him. And even though Samuel grieved, God said, "How long will you mourn for Saul?" Verse Samuel 16:1. You can't cling to what God has rejected. That sudden goodbye is a sign, not of loss, but transition. God is preparing you for something greater, something that requires focus, purity, and elevation. And the people of your past might not survive the altitude of your next level. If you bring them, you'll sabotage your own anointing. And be warned, some of them don't leave for good. They circle back as a final test to see if you've learned the lesson. Just like God instructed Israel not to carry Egypt into the promised land, He's telling you, don't carry compromise into your calling. If they can't respect God's assignment over your life, they have no place in your future. If they bring doubt instead of faith, stress instead of peace, confusion instead of clarity, that's a spiritual warning you cannot ignore. Romans 8:28 reminds us, all things work together for the good of those who love God, and that includes their departure. You cannot walk into harvest season with people who were only meant to sow. And maybe the hardest truth of all, God doesn't need your permission to protect you. True obedience isn't about how you feel. It's about trusting that He knows what's coming. And you can't carry into your future what already crippled you in your past. God will not allow you to get close to glory and be hindered by someone who wasn't assigned to your destiny. If you've asked for anointing, prepare for separation. If you've prayed for elevation, brace for isolation. And if you've begged God for direction, don't be shocked when He removes the hand that used to hold yours. It's not punishment, it's preservation. The sooner you accept this, the quicker you'll step into the fullness of His purpose for you. Now is your moment to choose. Keep mourning what was, or start moving toward what's ahead. Because sometimes, the real miracle isn't what God gives, it's what He takes away.